my name is Angel. My dad brought me to work today. We are going to replace a screen on an iPhone 6s. So let's get started.
Cool. Show the phone. Okay, and let's see the back so everybody can see that it's a 6S. And as you can see, we already have it almost taken apart. We just left the screen connected so we can make sure that the LCD is still good. And also in this video, what we are going to do is replace the glass only on this phone. We are not going to replace the entire screen. We're just going to replace the glass, and we're going to go over the entire process, which covers removing the broken glass, the frame, and also applying Oka, the new glass, and put it in a vacuum chamber and a pressure chamber to get rid of all the bubbles. And I hope Angel is not making crazy eyes the whole video. So the first part is removing the screen, which we already got it started. And we're gonna go ahead and unplug it. Remove the fingerprint scanner. And all the top part already has been removed, so we actually already have the screen ready for refurbishment. So we're gonna go ahead and warm it up. At this point of the process, the temperature is set to 100 degrees Celsius, which is 220 Fahrenheit. And once it's warm, the first part of the process is removing this frame. We're gonna pause it for a little bit and start recording again once the screen is warm enough to be separated from the glass. So it's warm enough. We're gonna start the vacuum that holds the screen in place, and we are gonna start removing this frame from the sides of the phone. The frame will need to be replaced, as well as the glass, of course. And like I said, it's 100 degrees Celsius, so it's really hot right now. You don't want to touch it for too long. At the moment that we made this video, the screen of an iPhone 6s was approximately $130. So changing the glass on the frame, which costs less than $10, and then being able to reuse the screen makes a lot of sense. The frame has been removed. Now we are going to use wire to separate the glass from the rest of the LCD. Stick it under the fingerprint scanner connector, and we got to be really careful not to get the wire hooked up on the polarizer, otherwise this repair will become a nightmare to have to replace the polarizer too. Think you can do this, Angel? It's really easy, actually.
I can do that.
So it's going nice and easy. And there you go. We got the glass completely removed. Now we are going to move on to the next step, which is removing the remaining of the adhesive. So we're gonna go ahead and start the process of cleaning it. Here's the LCD. Oop, wrong side of the mold. And there it is. Now we're gonna use a little bit of acetone and a rough paper towel to clean up the excess adhesive and glass that is left on it. And you don't want to brush it towards the top, because then it will make it a lot difficult to clean those connectors on the top. And you want to make sure that you don't put too much, you don't let the adhesive get to the fingerprint scanner connector, because then you're gonna have to clean that too. We use a plastic razor and we start the tedious process of cleaning it. This part of the video might be fast forward. Go ahead, do the final touch, because this thing is almost ready. Okay, at this moment in the video, the screen is almost ready. We just scraped on the last pieces of adhesive that are stuck to the screen, and we're gonna go ahead and move it to the laminating machine, which is gonna allow us to put the Oka optical clear adhesive on the LCD. And with the funny comments of Angel in the background. So let's pause the video and move on to the next step.
Before we start another video.
Already started the video. First thing that we're going to do before actually laminating it is testing the screen. Angel, you want to help me connect this?
Yes.
Put your finger here. Actually, I'll connect the little one. You connect this one right there. And it's delicate, so we gotta be careful. There it is. It's connected. And now it works. So we are good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect it and move on to the laminating process.
How do you get the screen?
So make sure that we got a good angle. And screen goes here. We are going to do another round of cleaning. Make sure we get everything off. Put the vacuum on. Clean it up with compressed air. We still got some.
That was too loud.
That was too loud? Okay, now we're going to remove those last pieces of residue on the top. Hey, go get me a tissue paper. Thank you. Okay, Angel, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Ready? grab Oka. Peel off the protective coat. Center it. Now the Oka gets stuck on the top part of the laminator, as you can see. And we're gonna peel this, make sure that it's all the way back. Peel this protective layer off
This is a nice TV show. Inside a screen. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
And we got it perfectly centered. Stop the vacuum. We are done with this part. And Angel, can you get me that frame, the silver looking one?
It's coming for you.
Thank you. As you can see, I still have my little helper here, making amazing sound effects during the refurbishing process.
Cut.
Don't interfere with the camera, little miss. People want to see what I'm doing. Because they broke the phone and now they want to fix it.
They could have. Not they did. Whoa.
And this is off. Now we're gonna take a brand new glass. Put it on the thingamajigger. Center it. Push slightly on the middle, on the back. We get one spot right in the middle. We get the screen center. And now we move into the vacuum chamber.
Vacuum chamber.
Enjoy your sound effects are gonna make this video a success.
Thank you very much.
Goes into the vacuum chamber, which is set to 1 minute in vacuum at 70 degrees on the top plate. So we go ahead and start it. The vacuum will drop to minus 95 centimeters of mercury, which, if I'm not mistaken, is about 3 or 4 bars of vacuum. And we're gonna keep it a little bit longer. Let it reach 97. And now the rest of the process the machine will do on its own, which is once it reaches minus 92, the press comes down and it warms up the screen at the same time that it's in vacuum, therefore extracting most of the bubbles. If there's any bubbles left, the next step will be to put it on the pressure chamber. You want to do a quick intermission right there while this takes place? This will be a whole minute where you can talk to the camera and tell the world whatever you want to say. That's it?
This is a vacuum chamber. Inside is the phone. And it will cook it like a fried potato.
Well, not exactly, but
You look
if you're wondering about all this equipment, basically you're looking at about $10,000 in equipment and a lot of practicing before we were able to perfect the refurbishing process. So this is not something that you will do at home as a do-it-yourself. This is something that probably only shops will be able to afford. Now, as you can see right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 line on the screen. So we got some bubbles that we need to get out. The next step is the pressure chamber, which hopefully will render us a perfect screen. Pressure chamber is set to 90 degrees Celsius, and it's going to rise up to 3 bars of pressure, which is about 180 psi. If you're in the market for one of these, you will need a pretty strong compressor along with one of these devices. Now, this part of the process actually takes about 10 minutes. So obviously we're gonna pause this and continue recording after the 10 minutes are done. Okay, we're recording, little miss. So are you gonna show people the screen? You can show people the screen now. The screen is in here. So we're taking it out of the pressure chamber, and let's see if the pressure chamber...
This is the hot potato. The hot potato will be very hot.
And as you can see, all bubbles are gone. We got a perfectly looking iPhone 6s screen. I'm gonna go ahead and cool it.
The thing is still going.
The compressor?
Yes. Why is it dead and then...
You can go ahead and turn it off for Daddy.
How do you turn it off?
Open that cabinet. You see that little red switch?
What?
The red switch.
There we go.
And
That's much better.
okay, little miss. So
It's not cylinder.
touch works, LCD works, and it's an iPhone 6s. So now the next step of the process is to put a frame on it and put the ear mesh cover on it. So we're gonna go ahead and pause it and move to our next machine. So we're ready to put the frame on the screen. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure we don't get none of the cables pinched, and that includes that fingerprint scanner on the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead and lift it a little bit. There you go. Put it in position, and now we are ready to put the screen on the framing machine. And this one is set to 130 degrees Celsius. So once it goes here, we just gotta let it be for about 20 seconds, and that is going to melt the hot glue in there in the frame and make it stick to the glass. So that's about 10 seconds, and after that we are going to go ahead and place the ear mesh, and that will conclude the refurbishing process. So it should be ready. Maybe 5 seconds more. 3, 4, 5, and take it out. And it's really hot at this moment. Like I said, it's 130 degrees Celsius. So everything looks fine. I'm gonna go ahead and place it down here and apply the ear mesh. Ear speaker mesh, amen. And we are done. That concludes the process of refurbishing.
So that's how you replace a screen on the iPhone 6s only.
On an iPhone. So this is it.
Actually, if a 7-year-old can do it, you can do it too.